What's up guys, I've got something exciting to say. For the first time ever, BluMaan has officially opened up a P.O. box, meaning that you guys, if you feel like it, you can send anything that you want my way. That's exciting. We should have had a P.O. box for a while now, but we haven't. We finally have one. I'm gonna make sure that any stuff that you guys do send for now makes it in front of the camera. It'll either be here on the channel or maybe on Facebook. I'll kind of see what people are feeling about that kind of content, but I think that would be a lot of fun. I'm excited to finally have a P.O. box, and it's over here, and it's also in the description down below. Today, though, where's the product? Here it is. Today we've got another great hair products episode coming your way, this time featuring what was in my October favorites. This right here is Anchor's Courage Clay. This to me is a great product, and I want to let you guys know a little bit more about it. So if you guys didn't watch my October favorites, I mentioned there that this is another homebrewed product. I'm a big fan of supporting the homebrew community. I think that they're coming out with some stellar stuff. So what we're dealing with here is Courage Clay. It's another clay product. You guys know I love my clays. It comes in a 4-ounce jar like this. This shape of jar is a very classic shape that a lot of homebrewed companies like to use. But in this circumstance, the jar is see-through, which I kind of actually like because then you can always know how much product you have left without having to open the lid. One thing that I like about the Anchor's line of products is they all say something kind of cool and something specific to that product on their jars. Anchor sent me out their whole line, and today I'm focusing on Courage Clay. I might bring you guys the other stuff in a bit. But for example, on here we've got the definition of courage, and also we've got this little box at the bottom saying, starting today, I will build the courage to, and you fill in the blank. Something kind of interesting and a little bit strange to me is that there's no directions on here. There's no indication as to how high holding of a product, and there's no shine level. And these are kind of important factors that people go off when they're gonna buy a hair product. However, it does say on the website that it is a no shine product and a high hold. So at least we have that information somewhere. Just kind of strange that it's not on the jar itself. And that no shine, high hold, we'll test that out in a bit. As for the scent, it says on the website that it's a sweet tobacco cedar. I know tobacco might sound like a turnoff for some people, but there's absolutely no cigarette scent at all. It doesn't smell. It doesn't smell like a cigarette at all. It smells really light, really kind of piney, kind of fresh. It's a decent scent. It's not overpowering. It's not offensive, anything like that. Now, as for the breakdown, scooping it out, what does that feel like? Well, I'll show you. Super creamy, super soft. We're starting to see a lot more clays come out with this really kind of creamy consistency that you would think would take away from the holding factor. But people are getting better and better at providing strong holding products with a creamy feel to it, which is kind of cool. I like that dynamic. But now we're going to talk about application. I need to get some of this stuff in my hair, so I'm going to go get my hair damp, blow dry it. We're going to take it from there. I'll be right back. All right, as you can see, I'm back with damp hair, as I do with every single review I do. I'm going to be using Original as a pre-styler, run a little bit of that through, and then we will continue. All right, so about application. We're gonna take a little bit of this. Like I said, breakdown, super easy, super creamy. But the application, this is the one thing about this product that some people might have a little bit of a problem with. There's definitely a little bit of tug. In fact, the tug was a bit more than I expected considering how creamy of a breakdown and how soft it felt in my hand. Even though it has that soft, creamy element, as soon as the product touches your hair, the product reacts instantly. You can really start to feel the product take control. Now don't get me wrong, the tug and pull is not that bad, but it is something just worth pointing out because I felt it a bit more than I expected, like I said, because of the creaminess of the product. But it is in no way a make or break type of thing for me at all. It is just a minimal amount of tugness, and especially for my type of hair, I think it's gonna come down to how sensitive your hair is. For people with sensitive hair, it's simply something to know about. But because of the way that it reacts once it touches your hair, I feel like the hold that it gives is a little bit overpowering at first. But give it a couple minutes, like between 3 to 5 minutes, it dies down. The hold is still really strong, but it's easy to run your fingers through, easy to put your hair back in place. So the hold is still there, but that overpowering couple first minutes goes away. And this of course brings us to the hold and finish, which we've talked about it a little bit now. But considering how light and creamy this product is, I'm impressed with how much hold and how long the hold lasts in my hair. If you can get past the initial slight tug that you might experience, then you're gonna have a hairstyle that lasts all day. At least my hairstyle lasted all day. But in terms of the finish, the shine level, Anchor's claims that there's no shine. Yeah, absolutely correct. There is no shine. In fact, this is one of the most matte finish clays that I've used. There's absolutely no shine whatsoever, so if you're a fan of that completely matte look, this might be the product for you. And since this is a clay, I would expect some texture, and yeah, I'm happy with the amount of texture that I get from this clay. And this brings us to our overall conclusion. I get a lot of products in from different companies to the point where I often try a product maybe once, maybe twice, just to kind of see how it works. But there has to be something special, something that jumps out about the product to make me want to use it on a continuous basis. And Courage Clay does that for me. It's a product that I genuinely go to in my rotation of products that I use. Like I said, the only real drawback is the slight tug, and even that is not extreme at all. Once it's in my hair, I know that I'll have a hairstyle that will last all day long without any shine, with a lot of good hold and a lot of great texture. All in all, a very nice creamy clay that packs a real punch.